Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of AppleTalk. We are being joined with Luke, Charlie, Aaron, and a new guest, Tim. Welcome.
Yeah, Logan is supposed to be here, but then his computer died, so he's not here.
Yeah, he was also.
And I like how
supposed to be
Tim's
in
camera
Close Light to
suddenly
take those reins.
jumps in quality as soon as we start.
We were also supposed to be joined by Arno. We might be joined later on in the stream. We don't know, but
Yeah, probably not. But
He
it's.
wasn't here last time, was he?
I don't remember. I don't think he was.
No, I don't remember. No, I don't think he was. But before we start the stream today, I think Charlie has a couple of announcements that he would like to make about.
Oh yeah, right. So before we start
show.
the official show, I mean this is technically part of the show, but what we do every 10th show is we basically do a end of season announcement segment where basically we do like a quick recap of how we did, and we also have some announcements we'd like to say for the future. So obviously, first of all, we're going to be changing the logo again. We're not sure what it's going to be. We know it's just going to be another iMac, but we haven't chosen the color yet.
No.
I think we're either going to do blueberry or graphite. But we haven't decided.
Go for the graphite.
Bondi's better.
Might do graphite.
I have lots of graphite stuff here.
Mm.
I'd still go for the graphite if I were you.
It's
Yeah.
boring. How about strawberry? That one's still interesting.
Maybe.
Because I love my
Finn
strawberry.
seems to be in chat, so hey Finn.
I love it.
I don't know. We're still figuring out the logo.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that in the and then the other big announcement that we want to make is we're going to be welcoming Arno and Aaron to the host team. Yay! Aaron and Arno are officially hosts. We're gonna start putting their links in the descriptions of our videos coming up, and it's kind of a shame
things
that
don't go pear-shaped.
yeah, kind of a shame Arno didn't get to see that, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Well,
he
he'll
knows
see
and
it,
tell.
but just afterwards.
Yeah.
Whenever. But anyway, I think that's all we've got so far for the announcements.
I think
So,
we had like
it.
one more thing.
I'll do it.
I want to check.
Tim, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, one other thing is that every time.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Last thing you want to. Last announcement.
Yes.
Oh, it worked. Awesome. Hey.
Well done.
Sorry, I'm not trying to derail anything, but it does work. I've got 20 minutes available on this thing.
Awesome. 20.
So now I can run the test on it to see if it'll, has bad textures.
Half the sectors end up being bad.
Not just the entire thing is bad.
I'm not
Like
gonna.
one sector is good, and the rest of them are bad.
Oh, I have all 5K of space.
All right. Well.
Oh Jesus.
All right. Well, yeah. So the
Anyway.
last announcement we wanted to make is that every time we finish the season, we take about like a 4-week or so break, and this time will be no exception. We'll be. I think we're doing 4. Or, what was last time? 3. I forgot. But yeah, this time we're gonna be taking like a 3 or 4 week break. We don't know yet, but we're gonna be gone for a bit because it's sort of like it's a bit heavy to run this podcast every week
single
for
weekend.
like a lot of weeks straight. So every few weeks we like to stop this and just take a break and then come back. So yeah,
Also, for I think for Charlie as well, we are going off on the 2-week Easter holidays soon. So we'll be back by the end of
actually,
that.
I think mine
Is Easter
is
already
mine
coming
1
up?
or 2 weeks. I forgot. I think mine might be
Easter's
spring.
in another 2 weeks, and then
Oh, it's
we have
in
2
2
week
weeks.
holiday.
Yes, for me it's in 2 weeks, but it's like a week long for me.
Oh, it's 2 weeks for us.
I don't know. I don't remember. Is it 2 weeks? I forgot.
It's 2
I'm pretty
weeks
sure it's
Easter is April 4th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tim, which keyboard is that? Is that the extended one or no?
It's like a regular. Oh no, it is the exclusive.
That's
The
nice.
weird
What's Finn? No, Finn.
Oh, Logan's-
Sorry.
Oh, finally. What is that?
turkey.
incessant-
Logan, you missed the intro. We're already done with end of season announcements. Did you find the
Oh,
extension
really?
cable?
Shit.
Shall we say about?
Yeah, we literally
how
had to
we think
like.
this is gone.
Well,
Last
we
season?
literally had to like dig. My grandfather and I had to go like all the way into the garage, crawl a bunch of like 5 lawnmowers.
Oh,
get
the
this
beeping,
thing
I need
out,
to get off the
everything.
mic. What is it with old people and lawnmowers? My grandpa had like 3 old lawnmowers that he
My
eventually threw
granddad has
out.
none. My
Yeah.
granddad has none, for God's sake.
Interesting.
Anyway,
But,
should we do a
Well, one of
recap
them was
of
our
the
uncles.
season?
It's,
How it
I
gone?
guess he's
How
storing
it's done?
some of that.
Yeah, recapping the season. I think season 2 was quite funny. We had a lot more guests, a lot more people show up.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I've made
one of us is
myself
I think either
time
Logan or
rather.
me are gonna work on like a best moments from these streams, like a compilation of funny bits. And yeah, but anyway, just to recap the end of stream announcements, Aaron and Arno are hosts. We're gonna take a 4-week break. Logo's changing, and that's
The
Wow.
intro
Already-
music's also
I think
changing.
We already have like.
yeah, intro music.
Oh wait, so we're gonna do like a new intro.
No,
No,
the
I
intro is
think-
gonna be the same. It's just the music.
The
Music,
music
yeah.
has changed every season since we started, so we think it's gonna do
We
again.
like to do that.
Yeah, we do that again.
Anyway,
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So that is the end
Uh,
of the announcements. Next move, let's move on to the first topic of
Yes,
tonight,
the
which
first
is
topic, which I forgot.
I
Our worst
forgot.
impulse buys. What have
We're
we
very
regretted
prepared.
most?
my
Wait,
iPhone
what was
12
it?
Max.
oh,
Impulse
Well-
buy. Regretted impulse buys.
iPhone 12
Well, that's a
Max.
long
Yeah,
list for
so-
me.
Yeah, that's a long list for me, but it
Who's
caps
it?
off.
I think I'll start with Logan because this was Logan's topic, and I thought that's a pretty good topic to see that.
Yeah.
DX, that was something I
Yeah,
regretted.
so,
It was like a 1 year. And I didn't even check the price. It was £20 I blew on that thing.
I didn't even hear
£20. An old DS
£20
would go
is
for like
not
10.
Mm.
Oh, right.
I think yours would also be your phone.
I made a
Mine?
regretful impulse
You
buy.
said
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah, $1,500 for the phone's a bit much.
I made 2 impulse buys last night.
Oh god.
What would that be?
So I was like, well, I have that 6S for sale, so I can bank on getting that money. So I bought a copy of Simmania in the SCSI cable.
No. You have to ship out my SimCity. You tell me you don't have money.
I
but
have money
Get
coming.
on with it. Jesus, man.
I was really tired.
I'm
and I
about
forgot.
to demand that you just send me the money back from the power book that I bought.
I'm gonna make a bet right now. That,
Oh shit! I
so
don't even remember buying.
I'm
By
gonna
the time I go to London, it's still not me.
Yeah,
That
Charlie and me, by the way, are meeting up at the end of July. We're going to be making a vlog on each other's channel about it. But I bet by the time we've already met, he still wouldn't have posted. He
That's
still
kind of
wouldn't
shit
have
by
posted it out.
then. But like,
so what's going on here? What's going on here?
I
Well,
don't
I'm getting
remember.
pissed over
Oh,
Aaron not sending my SimCity,
I
even
don't
though he
remember
clearly
buying-
has money to buy other
What was,
bullshit.
what was Henry
Logan,
talking
hold
about?
on.
I overheard.
This
Oh,
morning, I woke up and it was like SCSI cable shipped. I'm like, what? And I look at my eBay purchases. I'm like, well, I don't remember doing that.
What the hell?
What was that, Logan?
It must have been at like 4 in the morning or something. I don't remember buying them.
Aaron,
Like,
stop
really
drinking.
hard.
So anyway, what was
So
that,
anyway,
Logan?
as you were saying, what vlog thing were you doing that?
Oh, so Charlie's family is coming to the UK. I'm not going to delve into why, but they're staying in London, so me and Charlie have planned to meet up. We're hopefully going to just having a day, going around the city, doing a couple of things. I'm hoping we're going to be able to go to the top of the Shars, do a couple of the VR experiences they've got there. Then, there's like this swing thing near the London Eye, which is like a 200 feet tall thing, and that's the only 2 things we've really got an idea of what we want to do. Also, a public smashing of this piece of shit.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I also have a piece of shit that we can also publicly smash. This boy. And this boy is a cloud locked 5 with everything cracked and broken.
Actually, I'm gonna make sure I haven't bought any more impulse buys lately.
Actually, Charlie.
Oh, the SCSI SIP score, but I don't regret that.
Me and Charlie were on VC on Thursday, and I was bored, so I grabbed my 2 iPad 5s out, and we chucked that one from my ceiling down the little hole between my stairs, because my stairs have an angle. It didn't fucking smash!
You dropped it like 4 times from
I
the
dropped
top
it
of your
4
house and it was
times
fine.
from 14
That's what I call
fucking
quality. You don't see
14
androids doing that.
I threw, So hard.
I dropped it 4 times
Yeah.
from 40 feet.
My
and my
Android
sit and my
survived.
stepsister has
Tomorrow.
already destroyed her iPhone 6 screen by dropping it down the stairs twice.
Fine.
Yeah, I've
Wait, this
probably dropped
Android.
this phone here
Oh,
on
I
bare
dropped it
concrete with
down
no
my
case on
toast.
probably about 20 times. But yet the damn thing is like it's like a freaking meth head.
Yeah, these are
Oh,
very
yeah.
good, well-built phones. At
Look
least,
over this.
I mean, this one's broken. I mean, this one's cloud locked, so it's worthless. But
Charlie,
the rest
look
of
in
the parts
VC chat.
can't. I'm straight.
That's a you
Mine,
problem.
mine's iCloud locked, but it's iCloud locked, but it's not passcode locked. So me and Charlie spent about half an hour looking through both phones, looking through their fucking history to see what shit they left.
Yes, you can't buy my SimCity my ass.
I don't remember buying them.
Yes, you do. You probably
No,
voiced out
I
Logan
don't.
or something, or Aiden. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this and not tell Charlie because I have plenty of money to
Well,
ship out to
clearly I
SimCity, but now I don't want to.
I got a
I wanna
notification
keep
this
my
morning
copy.
saying that this order has shipped, and I'm like, you what now? And I was like,
This is something we have to survive.
Unfortunately, I just
down.
can't buy random
Just
things and just not even
stairs.
realize I bought them. That's not really something I can
Imagine
do.
having a PayPal account. No way.
Imagine like literally having your head be like connecting right to your freaking chest.
I wasn't even like
You look
really
ridiculous.
awake
So is
last
her
night.
mom. She's always looking.
Well, Charlie's like,
Lots of things in this area are impulse buys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, for
so-
example, that cable that you bought earlier today.
Logan, you were like destroying your microphone. Can you please step 5 feet away from it?
Did you bring your fucking Yeti with you?
You need to stand away from it a little because you're actually hurting my ears.
Ugh, yeah, me too.
Some of my biggest impulse buys. I bought this phone, which was one. Then I bought Discord Nitro, which is another.
Yeah, I did that.
You
And I
already
haven't used
that
any of the
after
perks
taking
since getting it.
photos.
So I'm like,
Boosted
what's
the
the point of this
server.
again? Yeah, it boosted the server, so that's kind of a perk for everyone.
Yeah.
I also bought 2 Mac portables in the same month.
Mm.
Which was not very smart, but hey, it looks like a working one and a not so working one, so that's kind of
One of my bad ones is my iMac G3. Because
I
I
think I have
160
the-
quid on that.
That's not
I think I have deduced the
It's not
process of my
great.
purchasing of these items. So I must have been bored browsing eBay. I saw a copy of Sim Tower. So I probably went, I want that, and I probably bought the SCSI cable so I could use it on the wall.
I have like a really important question for you. Have you ever heard of Macintosh Garden?
Yes.
I wanted the discs, I guess.
I have sim names, look at it.
I mean, I paid $20 for it, and it's mint condition. It's all there.
Charlie, you have Bluetooth. Why don't you fucking use it?
Because it's weird with OBS. Because the way the audio works is that it goes through my headphone audio. Like your audio for Discord goes through my headphone audio. Oh right, I forgot the discs are in my Discord.
Are they floppy or CD?
CD.
Yeah. So I literally have got the same thing,
Always
except it's
good
like
to-
super minty.
They're all shit.
Excuse me, you don't diss Maxis like that.
I hate Sims.
It's not The Sims, it's
It's
Sim.
Sim City.
Sim City, Sim Cops, and
Sim
Streets of
City.
Vice. 166 megahertz of passive attention. How about you shove that?
Oh god.
I don't know. I also like having physical software where it's always nicer.
Hmm. I mean, I guess so. It's nice having that actual box to say I bought this.
And for $20 for a mint copy, all of it's there. You can't really go wrong.
Anyway, I
I
think
don't know
that
if I have
might-
any that I regret.
Uh,
I
Well,
certainly
what
have
about
lots of
like
impulse.
impulse buys? Like things are just like even immediately seem like, oh, I have to have it, and then you buy it, and you're like, well, why
Tim,
not?
wasn't the HG20 an impulse
My
buy?
VTech.
Yeah, the HG20 was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
The DOS
That one
car
was
for the
probably-
6100 that was incomplete was half regret, half impulse.
I remember what happened. Didn't
that-
that not work or something?
Luke, is that the Forza Centenario?
What?
Forza
Centenary?
thing. Is that a Forza thing? Go back.
What system are you gonna install on the HT20?
There, that box says Forza.
The
I'm
512
fucking
over there.
blind.
Okay. Probably what,
Oh,
system
VTech.
3?
VTech.
I mean, I have a hard drive under the plus. I don't really need a flop.
Well, yeah, it's got
Oh, did it just sat now?
You can see that?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Just
It's still not. It's still not happy, but it's at least responding and formatting and doing things.
Well,
Yeah.
it means that drive is
Because it was.
exposed.
Well, I think the drive needs to be lubricated. That's what I think. It needs.
Oh yeah. Well, they have exposed
Because-
stuff, don't they?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that now.
Whenever I go to car boot sales, I always impulse buy random things like that Nova.
I've never been to
laptop.
like a boot / flea market or anything. And I really want to
You've
go.
never been to a flea market?
No, I know, right? I should really go, but I haven't.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
you back to where I live when we're done with London. We're going to
What
Scotland.
happened to Tim's
I don't
camera?
want to do that.
It's gone square.
You find some decent things.
Yeah.
What's it?
I love going there just purely to just buy old laptops.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I go there for.
I don't really buy it.
Still on
I
the
was gonna say,
lookout for
all
random
three of
stuff.
you should meet up, like you too, Luke. I mean, why the hell
I
not?
can't.
I mean,
Oh,
we're
wait,
on the
I
same
just
general.
looked at the stream and I can see the
why?
Mac portables.
I would totally do that with you guys too, but
And
obviously.
Aaron wants to come as well, but imagine
Aaron wants
not
to
being
go,
able
but-
to get a flight to London.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but I don't have
that's-
Well, I mean, that's like
$1,500.
a
I
I mean,
ton.
honestly,
It's like what,
flights are
100 bucks?
overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Florida.
I don't have $1,500.
So why-
You were a passport.
So why are you guys going to London, or is that like confidential?
My sister has a summer camp happening there, so I'm trying to go. I mean, the whole family's gonna go, and also my parents kind of like London. We were almost about to move to
Yeah, I heard
instead
that.
of Switzerland
What?
or something.
I thought
It,
you were,
it was
like,
so.
moving, I
It was
guess.
so. We were so close to moving. We had everything set up, but then the last second we were just like, "How about?"
I wish you'd moved there instead.
Oh god.
Why?
So do I.
You would have been on a closer time zone a little bit too.
Yeah.
Well, no, not.
only
It
like
was.
by
This
an
wasn't
hour,
recently. This was like many years ago.
Is that the DOS compatibility card cable, Tim?
Yeah.
No, that's
well,
the. That looks like a.
Wherever.
It
Yes,
looks like.
it is a Rhodime hard drive. Yes.
Oh boy.
And I don't know if you saw the. I don't know if you saw the cable on it, but that is. I've never seen a cable like that on any other hard
I
drive before.
hear so many people like, oh, I get an EC20, the hard drive doesn't work. I'll just put a SCSI drive in it. And I'm like, that's
What's the
not how
fun in
that
that?
works.
Well, that's
Well,
what I
that's
thought.
not how it
Totally
works.
changed.
They're not
That's how it
SCSI.
works.
They're completely proprietary drives.
Yeah.
This is the only cable on the drive.
That reminds me of the portable cable, the portable hard drive.
Except
And-
it's not SCSI. It's
And yeah, and it's like it's a floppy. It's about the size of a floppy cable, and it's power and everything.
Well, like, check this out. This is the hard drive to the Mac portable. It looks like this. It's got this fucking proprietary.
at least
bullshit
it's
in there.
SCSI internally. It is.
Yeah, I mean,
cancel
you can get an
attach-
adapter for like $50 online.
Yeah, this
But guess
is
what? You can't adapt the drive in the HD20. You can't do that.
yeah, this is like a niche something like that format. It's all Sony. This whole thing is like half Sony.
Yeah, because Apple was in bed with Sony back then.
Yeah, but it's like the format is called like Nisha or something like along those lines. It's bizarre. Nothing else used it, from what I can understand. From what I I've been able to.
Yeah, so basically, the
ascertain.
drive is dead, your SLL.
Yeah, and this is the drive here. I mean, this
Let's
is
see.
Rhodime,
Honestly, boy.
and it's been stored in really humid conditions because the aluminum is just really.
You really don't give a shit about that pipe.
Oh, it's got like the kind of the crusties on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just got a lot of that. So I'm just going to lubricate the bearings, and I think that might fix it
Yeah, I would do that.
because it's trying, and I think the media is fine. I think the stepper motor and stuff,
So,
which are not sealed.
Did you just get that H220, or have you had that for a while?
No,
I think
I
it
just
just
bought it.
Didn't it get smashed in shipping or something?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, so this is the case, and you can kind of see that
That's a
it's
shame.
yeah.
Ugh.
It is a shame.
Yeah, it just got the crap just beat out of it, and so it broke the corners broken, and the edges here are just completely
That's
decimated.
sad.
Now, like the
Hopefully at
front
least
looks fine, so like if it's sitting underneath a Mac and you just see it from the front profile, it doesn't look
That's
that
not
bad.
bad.
I mean, if it works, I don't care. I mean, I can handle a little bit of cosmetic
Yeah, it's not
blemishes.
the
That
end of
doesn't
the world.
bother me that much.
That's nice.
Do you think it'll be able to support a Mac on top of it?
Yeah. The way it's put together, it will hold the load of whatever's on it. It just
It's
I'm
designed
saying in its
for a.
current condition.
what's that?
I'm saying in its current condition.
Yeah, it'll support weight on it. It that part is it's like the way it sandwiches together is fine.
I especially like how that drive is designed to go underneath like a 128K or plus. The line on the drive matches perfectly with the line of the.
I am
of
sure
the
that was
computer.
Steve Jobs.
That was a Steve move right
Yeah, because the plus that I have here is like this. I mean, it's got a drive under, but it kind of matches the SE a little bit.
there. Yeah,
The
that looks
lines
more
on
like
it.
an SE drive.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
what
it doesn't
is
have the
that?
center part to it, so yeah. I used to have a data frame 20 with this plus. I have no idea where it went off to, but it matched it really well too. But you know, whatever.
I have an external CD-ROM drive. It's not the Apple one, but it still matches my SC. It's that same kind of case that's meant to sit underneath the top of that Mac. But I'm gonna end up using it with the Wall Street because I don't have an internal drive. Damn
Yeah.
you, zip drive.
All
At least
right.
it works.
Are you guys ready to move
So
on to
anyway,
the next
I
topic?
guess since this was
Yeah, we've
technically
been
my
doing
topic,
this the
I haven't
last
said
20
anything
minutes.
anything about it yet.
I mean, Logan had one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, mine is technically, it started out sort of as one that I regretted, but I don't regret
Is
it
the
now.
power
Like,
book?
yeah, so basically one day I saw this
Yeah.
PowerBook 60 on eBay for like it was like $40, which is $20.
Shit, let me buy that. Even though
Yeah, so
buying
I
power
bought
books
it,
is an
and
awful idea.
well, yeah, the hinges were bad, but you know the thing is after I fixed it up and everything, I mean it still has bad hinges, but I can probably fix that once I get a 3D printer of some kind, and it works. I mean it's a fun little thing to mess around with. I just need a hard drive replacement for it and so on, but I think it's not. I don't regret the decision now, but yeah, don't buy PowerBooks off eBay otherwise, or at all. Oh my God, what the hell?
I tried bending it, but then I remembered there was the battery in the screen. Alright.
You moron.
Going in the pit.
That's probably a good thing. There is the
I mean, I
battery.
did that to my old iPhone 6 Plus, if you remember that. That was stupid. That
Well, I
was
once
stupid.
stepped on an Air 2 iPad and now it's still bent years later.
Fine.
And they say the 6 is a week.
Yeah.
Oh, the 6 is definitely.
Yeah, the iPad Air 2, I believe it is frighteningly thin. I remember when I pulled out of the box, because I was coming from an
It's
iPad.
like thinner than a pencil. A pencil you can snap like this. What about an iPad? Like all that area.
I remember I pulled it out of the box and I put it next to my iPad 2, just like twice as thick. And I'm like, how?
Okay, now.
Yeah. And they can fit like a battery.
Like, this thing is technologically
Well, the battery is
incredible.
probably about like 75% of the surface area of that thing.
The battery on this thing does, like, when it was new, it got excellent mileage.
Is that the platter?
Yeah.
No, it's the motor.
Yeah, that's
Huh.
the spindle.
That's
A lot of
big-ass
hard
motor.
drives of that era had exposed spindle motors too.
Yeah. It's also serviceable, so you can lubricate it.
I have one of my control data drives. Some other hard drives did this too, but it actually has little fan blades on the spindle motor and the hub at the bottom to pull up the HDDs. Because that drive does get
All
big.
the HDDs.
I'll be right back.
Are we ready to move on to the next topic then?
Yes, I think we are.
Henry looks really bored. But this one, Henry, you're gonna like. Best
Oh,
iPad and iMac mods.
Oh,
Take it
no.
away.
I don't quite get
yeah.
this.
That was your topic. You thought of this one. You should be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I just came up with it because it was the first thing that came to
Ah,
mind.
so you have nothing.
See, I don't get this.
So it was shitty wording on my part, but it's basically I was meaning like the old classics that have been that had all their components taken out and had an iPad show.
Fuck.
You mean like putting an iPad in Macintosh Plus?
Yes, that's
Oh,
what I
why?
meant. I meant
I hate
opinions on
every
that.
single one of those mods.
Did you throw it at the SE?
If you put a modern computer in a vintage rack or
This
model
is fine. What's wrong with this? Ooh, don't need an iPad with this. This already does.
No,
Seriously.
you really don't.
If you put an iPad or a fish tank in any old system, I don't care, PC or Mac,
Oh my god.
fuck you.
What?
Yeah, I guess you wonder why, because like people know that there are people out there who enjoy actually using these systems for what they are.
Yeah.
And then you have these people who have no practical use for them, so they try to make some form of use of my modern.
And then
Yes,
just
look,
like,
it's so
haha,
aesthetically
I love
pleasing, having a flat screen and a curved CRT case.
I
Like,
really
the
hate
thing
when
is
people do
literally
the
cool.
iMac T3s because I love
It
those
seems
things.
like Charlie's best use for it is a bloody companion. Something to keep
Please
him
don't
Or
warm
the
at
window
night.
after that. I think that'd be better use.
Speaking of classics, you know what I find really infuriating about mine right now? I have the thing for what, like 4 years already, and now that I actually have a working logic board on the way in shipping from Steve to me, I lose all the freaking screws to put the damn thing back together.
Oh,
Of course you do.
How do you lose screws though? Like seriously, what I have is I have like these.
I just took it apart. I just
I
sat
do
for a
that
while.
all the time.
But I have like these little
I took apart
plastic
because
bins that I put my screws in so I don't lose them. Why? How do you
I
lose
don't
put mine in.
screws? It doesn't
I
make
don't
any
know.
sense.
They just disappeared.
I mean, whenever
At least put them in like a plastic bag or something. Like,
You
come
don't
on.
know how disorganized I really am.
No,
I
you're
look at,
ridiculous.
No, I'm
I
talking
turn
about
around
you
for
and
5
Logan.
seconds.
Like,
I
'cause you guys
turn
look
around
at
for
that.
5 seconds and it's gone.
Aaron has had his
Look at your
PS4
caddies.
parts for fucking months, and he
And
can't be asked to put it back together.
like a
And it has
couple
He's
weeks
told
ago,
me
He's always complaining about how bored he is, yet he never actually does anything.
a couple
with it.
No,
weeks
he
ago, it fell on the floor, and then half the parts fell over.
I
So
mean-
there's screws in the carpet, and I can't be asked to find them.
That's nice. I would
This
be.
is what
I
I
would be
did,
up
is
at
I
night
took my
and thinking,
classic
"Oh
two.
God, my screws are on the floor.
So would I.
I won't be able to put my shit back together. Oh God." I'd probably
So would
wake
I.
up in like the middle of the night in like a cold sweat and be like, "Okay, I'm gonna spend the next
And,
like 3
I
hours." with my
forgot
Mac
I
and
even
stuff."
had a PS4
That is
until
just
and
me.
he mentioned it. 'Cause I
So you like the
never,
Mark
I just
and
mentioned
Tosh
this.
movie novel.
The next time you do that, I did this with my classic 2.
I'm just.
I did this with my classic 2. I took it apart, took the logic board out, then I put the back on.
Okay, can I
Easy.
just say the reason I came up with this topic was because I wanted people to kind of give their reasons why they think it's so stupid, and to try and give idiots who think they're going to do it a reason to say, okay, maybe not. This seems like a bit of a stupid idea. That's why I wanted this to happen.
More of the preservation
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
I think
Well,
honestly
let's
it's kind of
work
stupid
on
for a few reasons. First of all, it's not aesthetically pleasing. It looks bad. Second of all, it's not good to use at all. It's really just a stand. And really, if you're going to use a Mac like this, where you have to put your arm up and like touch the screen, it's like physically fatiguing to have your arm up like this and like touching things. That's the only reason
That's
why
why I
we
don't
don't
like
have touch.
touchscreen.
That's the reason we don't have touchscreen Macs, because Apple knows no one wants to use a computer like fucking this. So they're like, okay,
Well,
let's
you know-
not put. How about we don't put a touchscreen on it? It's stupid.
Well,
And
Yeah, I
because
always
when
look
you use
at
your phone, you're
you know-
using it like this. It's like horizontal. It's not like this. Because this sucks. No one wants to use their phone like.
I once saw
I always
somebody
go to an Apple store and
somebody
see all
put
the
some
fucking
kind of
Macs.
Mac in a
There are-
Macintosh portable, and it was running Lion.
Yeah, no, I've seen
Oh,
this.
And I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
really
it's
hate
stupid.
when people do the 20-inch iMac G4s. Because those things are pretty rare.
They always do to the 20-inch G4. Like, oh
They're
yes,
so
let me
rare.
gut it and turn it into an external monitor. Forget that the screen
Ooh,
is
woo,
terrible resolution.
Hackintosh.
Forget that it looks awful as an external monitor.
Yeah.
I
They
want to
get like
I-
500 upvotes
going
on
going back to
r/r/.
the going back to
Sam, you might want to be
I can't even hear what you're saying.
I can't mute him. Shit.
Tim, that thing's really
What
loud.
was
Oh, I thought
that?
it was on mute.
No, you weren't.
Well,
You know you
hi,
were.
how's it going?
Hi. That was
Yeah.
Just-
Anyway, though. So, what I was
I'm
going to
al-
say,
I'm
what I've
always
been trying to say
going
forever.
past
Shut
the-
up.
Going up
Shut
to
up.
the old.
Stop being
I'm al-
rude.
What I was trying
Wait,
to
have
say
you
is-
guys heard all the crackling and popping from this thing then?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm always
Going
going
back
to
to the
Apple
touch
stores
screen,
and seeing
going-
on
going
all
back to-
like, the
God damn it.
iMacs and the MacBooks, and they've all got fucking fingerprints on the
These
screen.
people are
but
like,
little kids who
new
think
computer, I can touch it.
Touchscreen computers are useless.
exactly.
They
I mean,
are.
pen
Major-
computers
they
are
did a
different.
there was a survey done in both. Damn! How do I serve review them?
Oh, it doesn't really work. Okay.
Okay,
There
good.
we
You're
go.
good now. Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Sounds like a foghorn, for fuck's sake.
It's
does.
an air compressor.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
I
as
was
I
gonna
was
say,
saying,
God. Okay, you say that.
You know
then I
what? I'll
wanna say
bet you
something.
$10 if
Nah.
we go into an Apple store in London, we'll find someone playing with the fucking screen on an iMac, going, "Oh, does this work? Does this work? Does this work?"
People are too stupid for their own good, and we
They
need
are.
to teach
Tim,
computer literacy.
yeah.
They are. What the hell is making that noise? I
Tim.
think it's the fucking it's Tim. I
All
don't
right,
know
now
exactly.
you can say your thing, Logan. Well,
So, anyway, what I was gonna say regarding the touchscreen computers, there are some slim situations and some slim demographics I think it might be useful to do. I mean, for one, if you look at like the Surface Studio, I mean, it's not a very popular product, but that's like the only implementation of the
because you
touchscreen
use it
computer
with
that I
a
think could be useful. Well, no. The thing is that it actually comes down to like a drafting table type of service where you can
Yeah.
actually reach out.
Oh,
without
but if you're
certain
gonna use it as a
And-
drafting table, why not get like a professional drafting table? And also, I've heard that Surfaces apparently like are really prone to cracking and shit. Because it's
Oh,
a
weird.
giant thin piece of glass. I'm sure that's true.
Well, like example, like HP Compact T700, that is a tablet computer. That makes sense. It is designed to be used that way.
Yeah.
That
It's
thing's
not
like the olden
me
day
reaching
equivalent
over
of
my
Surface.
desk to touch my monitor.
No, I'm not gonna go up to my computer and just go. Well, I fucking.
I can use
it wastes
these.
time.
I'm not a fucking idiot. I don't have to touch the screen. This is
Trackball master race.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That's
I
fine.
got used to using this Chromebook so much. I kept thinking my ThinkPad had a touchscreen, so I go to tap the screen. I'm like, it's not a touchscreen. Put your
I have
finger on the touchpad and move it.
There was a survey done, or there was someone who was gathering info from Reddit or something, and they were asking people why they have touchscreen computers. And the majority of people said, I only have a touchscreen computer because either this computer was on sale and I bought it and I didn't know it had a touchscreen, or I just bought a random computer that had a touchscreen, but I never used it. So most people don't actually use touchscreens that much. And my dad raves about touchscreens.
What
so I was
the
like, oh,
fuck
whoa,
is your
look at
profile
me.
pic, Aaron?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Charlie knows what it is.
That's like a 2-year-old picture of me. It's funnier when
Only
you get the
2 years old.
context. Like 2.
Is that actually him though?
That was
Yes,
when I had
it is.
shitty teeth.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Okay,
I can't believe
whoa,
that's only
that's
2 years old.
actually Charlie. That's actually a picture of Charlie.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you
Charlie
serious? Like with like the cave and everything in it. That's all.
Yeah, the cave is the best part.
I was gonna send it to someone else,
Where did
but I
you
saw
take
a
that? Where
picture.
did you take that? I want to know.
I
where
took
that
this.
picture
So
was
we were
taken.
at some nature museum or something, and there was like this exhibit where you could like look inside of a tree, and there was a hole in this like plastic tree. So I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna make this funny face. Have my mom take a picture, and then I see it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be my Instagram profile picture for a few years. And what?
It looks like your face is like it looks like something
It's like
out of a video game
Pennywise
or something. Like it
in
looks
the
fake.
storm.
It does.
It looks.
Hey
It
kid, you
looks
want
like
some free penis enlargement pills?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Aiden would be lining up around the street to buy those.
I know Logan would.
Yeah, you would.
He's got that
dare
toe
you, how
size.
dare
You know,
how
I
dare
didn't
you.
even realize that was
How
you when
dare
I
you
first saw
insult me,
it.
Lily.
What? Why?
Really?
I know.
I could
I
have
know, it
just
doesn't
not
look
said
like-
anything and no one would believe it.
Yeah, it
I know,
doesn't
I
look
thought it
like
It's
was
just a
like a-
strange face. What was I thinking? No, it's because I was looking through random photos on my old phone, and I'm like, oh cool, this photo I forgot about. I'm gonna send that. And then everyone loved it. Cool.
Like, well, photos of me that I found of me at the World Trade Center with like a fucking 12-year-old. But they actually look decent.
I just went on Twitter and Steve is publicly bashing like Jonathan Goldman.
Is he? Ooh, I
Yeah.
wanna see.
I gotta
Yay!
see this. I gotta see this.
He's
I
here.
wanna
I'll
see
send
it.
the link.
Twitter drama. I think I got a notification.
He said it's so disgusting to see some artificial player. This seller knows he's is known for lowballing and hazard players, and there's a Jonathan Goldman listing beneath.
Oh god.
He is a
I
wanker.
gotta see this. Hold on.
He is a wanker.
He really is.
How do I send it to you? I don't understand how this stuff works. Bookmark that shit too. No, I don't
Aaron,
want
in
to
the last section, you're
What's
going to
this
have to
thing
do what
for?
we said earlier.
do what?
In the last section, in the things that we've got to talk about,
No.
self promo, you got to do it.
Yeah, take a look in decent chat.
You gotta do it.
I'm using my fucking phone. All right. This is where the stream just derails and everyone stops talking.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron.
Wow, that's amazing. Way to go, Steve.
Good job, Steve.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
That was
We needed someone
amazing.
to call him out for fucking years.
Someone
Just
needs
a
to hit him with
complete and
a
utter
train.
wanker.
Watch as like I say he gets hit by training. He gets hit by a train tomorrow. And be like, that's not suspicious at all.
No, oh god, no, I really can't. I really cannot make that joke.
What? Say it.
I can't make this one public.
DM it to me then.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I don't care.
Cancel culture is already such a bad thing.
Cancel Jonathan Goldman. We need to
I'm
cancel
not saying
him.
this one.
Cancel Jonathan. Alright.
The other shit is a twat.
God damn, what is freaking going on with this stupid?
Is everyone just spamming on
Everybody wants
Yeah.
to die.
Twitter?
It's just gonna be everyone
wants
from
to
this fucking
trash
stream
talk.
in an hour. But anyway, I
Except
think
me,
that
'cause
might be the end of this topic. So should we
Think
go on to
so.
the third one?
I think the next one is the last one. We're only 45 minutes in.
Is it really?
Yeah, because I thought the stream announcements would take way longer.
Oh.
Oh well, I guess we'll end early. It's fine.
Or
I'm
we'll just end on a free for all.
We do that.
Yeah, I reckon we could do that.
Alright, last topic. I think Aaron and Tim want to talk about this one. Solid state solutions for vintage Macs. What are our
I'm
favorites?
gonna be staying out of this one.
So like,
You can
I
go
wanna-
scrolling on Instagram for a new boyfriend.
Fuck off!
so like, one of the things I always like to do, because everybody knows I'm weird and I like to stick to original media whenever possible. But I know, like,
I mean,
on my SE, I have
you
a
know.
SE. Oh yes, the Rodon. That's definitely
I mean,
solid state.
what the hell do you call this?
That's not solid state.
Yeah.
Slow spinny disk.
Mechanics.
Henry, what have you sent me?
I sent you the joke.
I don't know who that is.
Oh shit, I think it might be about this.
I'm googling it.
I better get inside.
James.
Well, I mean, I guess
Once
we
it
just-
starts
I guess we
raining
guys
on
will
the
figure
road
out
and
if
shit.
I
Oh
If I just
no!
rapidly just get sucked out of
What
it.
is it, Aaron? What did he send you?
A child
No,
that got
no.
murdered.
No!
I'd like to see.
Fucking no!
You guys want to see like intense wind and like terrors and shit like blowing around? I hear I just get like shot up into the
Oh,
sky.
and it's a British child. Death by fish plate. What is that?
Excuse me?
Okay,
What-
fortunately
Oh,
it's
my
not.
cat's so cute. Look at this
What
cute
is
picture
a
of my
fish
cat.
plate?
Aw.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, look, my phone's
Look at that.
recording me. Ooh, so scary. It's flashing red. Ooh, quote.
Well, be sure not to get a Kobe magazine because that surely has a microchip inside.
Okay, For
Because
example,
you know we can do that.
I need to lay rant upon the compact flashcard, and everybody knows that. But
What
people
did
like,
you send
oh,
Henry? I want to see.
I'm
it's like,
not gonna fucking say.
it's like people like,
You
oh,
are
I put
gonna
Mac.
say.
People are like, oh, I'm gonna put Mac OS 10 Tiger on a CF
We
card.
all,
Do you know how quickly that will kill one? Mac OS 9 also can kill a CF card because of required virtual memory. Like, at that point, what I do is you can get $10 on eBay. MSATA to IDE adapters. They work really well, and MSATA SSDs are also dirt cheap.
Cat.
By the way, we were talking about this case of a TV show that I was watching earlier.
The baby
Alright.
I'm just gonna act like this chat is my
Yeah,
face
there was
for the
a
rest of
child in the
Totally
UK in like the early 1990s who was kidnapped by two 10-year-olds, tortured,
Oh.
then thrown onto the train tracks after he died to make it look like it was an accident. And
What kind of
that set the
10-year-olds
mood
do
for
you
the
have
show.
over there? Jesus.
Wait,
That
what?
set the mood for this. Anyway, let's continue.
Wait, so this was done by two 10-year-olds, you said?
Yeah, kidnapped by
Oh,
two
you know, I
10-year-olds.
remember hearing about that.
Yeah, they let them
And how
off
old was he
after
back
7
then?
years.
He was 2.
7 years they
Wait, hold
served.
Oh, so this was like...
Well, no, the
1993.
baby was 2.
The baby was 2. The two kids that
I thought
that
this was
killed
like
him
a-
were 10.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah. One of them actually lived 45 minutes away from me and got done for being a paedophile and with kiddie porn on his laptop.
Oh, well,
I'm
that's
not joking.
nice.
That's true.
God.
And
Talking
the
about
other one has
porn,
been silent since 2001.
Also, I find it amusing that Apple's going to probably be discontinuing the HomePod, but the iPod Touch is still on sale.
Really?
Yep.
Fucking really?
Yep.
How many
Everybody
people
on
actually
Twitter is
bought
like,
an
rip
iPod Touch
HomePod.
over
Also,
an
this
iPhone
relic is
or
still
an iPad?
around.
Yeah.
Who? Seriously, who bought an iPod over a fucking iPhone or an iPad?
I don't know.
Crackheads. They're a lot
I did.
cheaper.
Got an iPod Touch.
Go
and I
you!
The
could've
main
got a
reason
full-
is for like if you have a kid or something, you want them to have like a phone, but you don't want them to have like.
I
a
had an
cell phone.
iPod Touch
It's
growing
a
up
phone.
because my parents didn't want to pay for a monthly fee for a phone thing that wasn't ever new.
But you can still go and buy like a phone and not just put a SIM card in for cheaper than an iPod
You're
Touch.
wrong.
An
You're not
iPod
wrong.
Touch is only $200.
This is
iPod
mine.
Touch is
Mine is
cheap
total.
too.
But whatever.
You could buy 2 iPod Touches for the lowest in iPhone.
You can buy a used iPhone 8 Plus for $200. What's your point?
Well, yeah, now today you wouldn't, but back when this was new.
At least the iPod has a headphone jack,
I
which
mean,
for
this
some
was
people
purchased
matters.
around the time of like the
That's-
iPhone 5.
You know the thing too is if you want like a brand new device that's going to be supported for quite some
Why do
time,
you want a brand
then
new
that
device?
is
That's
the best
rare.
option.
It's like
Because
worn off.
why not?
How do they actually work?
What?
How do you mean they
The little
work?
straps.
Oh yeah,
They
so
don't-
look, the way
they're
this
not on-
works is you have this. Okay, so this pops open like this. You can see it's slightly elevated. Push it close,
I
push
know
it
it
open.
opens up.
And then there's a
Yeah,
strap that you put in there, and then that's it.
It like hooks
You don't
into
close it again because that'll just it won't close. Just put it in and it works.
How?
It just does. But
It's like a
everyone
little
loses
loop
them.
that goes around
Mine is long gone. I have no idea what happened. This
Did
thing's
they
quite.
include them, or did you have to buy that?
No, they included it in the box.
Oh wow, that's weird for Apple.
They don't include
Right.
anything in the box anymore. The original iPhone box
Yeah.
was like this thick. I mean, it came
It
with
was.
a dock.
It even came with a
came-
it came with a
That's
Yeah, it
dock.
came in a dock.
Imagine having a phone coming with a dock.
Like-
Ooh, can't
okay.
put the charger. Ooh,
I
no,
like the
unfriendly.
eyesight as an example. It came with 4 different stands, a firewire cable, 2 of the little plastic pieces you need to put the firewire cable in the stand. Everything you could ever need
I
came in
mean,
the box.
honestly, for a fucking $1,500 phone, I'm still kind of pissed that it came in such a small box and like really nothing.
They are trying to increase
Mine,
the
I've
margin.
got mine here.
They're
Anyway,
actually, I did hear earlier today from my dad that one of the reasons why the prices of phones keep going up is because the material that they use for making batteries is slowly becoming increasingly harder to find. Which is interesting,
Yeah.
because I didn't know that, because obviously nothing is moving. And there's starting to
Apple's
become a
profit
shortage of
margin-
like
Apple
Well,
makes
batteries.
about
It's kinda weird because,
200%
like,
profit
when
on
we're out
these
of
devices.
when we're out of like lithium or
Exactly.
whatever else they use in there, like what are they going to use next? Like what's the next battery technology? That
Magic
Maybe
Coke.
let's just recycle the current ones.
This is
somehow.
also
Yeah.
why electric cars don't really work.
Yeah, it
Electric
is.
cars are dumb. They don't make sense. It's not.
They
It's
don't make
it's
sense yet.
Yeah, because they're overpriced. They don't work in the cold. The range sucks on most of them. It
Well,
doesn't.
here's the thing.
And
If
also,
you're if
it's
you're gonna
more
if there are no other
economically
issues, okay.
unfriendly to buy a brand new electric car than to just keep
Than
the
it
car
is to
you're
keep an
currently
old car
driving,
going.
or to just buy
Well-
like a used car or something.
Yeah.
Here's the way I look at it.
The one that
If there are
does
no
make
other
sense
problems,
to me.
if there are no other problems with electric cars other than just the shortage of materials, then still technically, I mean, it's not much better than gas cars, because there's there's a shortage of gas too. In 70 years I think we'll be out of that stuff. So yeah.
The one that works best, in my opinion, is the hydrogen cell cars.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Although I still think.
Hydrogen's really abundant.
I wonder how longevity is going to be with like electric cars, because obviously batteries
Yeah.
degrade.
Yeah.
I mean, there are
you're
Teslas
right.
that are only about 5 years old that have been on their third battery pack, so it's
Oh.
not very good.
Yeah.
I'm not
Nice.
really
I'm
into
sure
those.
it's very expensive.
Yeah, very.
And have
It's
fun
awful.
disposing of those.
Actually, they've got
Yeah.
7-year warranties on them.
That's decent.
Well, I
It's
mean, the
pretty
thing is,
good,
it's
but
just
still.
how is it any different from any kind of other maintenance you do on a car? There's lots of moving parts in cars that break down over time, and
Yeah, but it's
Right,
like
it's
a
hard.
lot
There's
of pretty
not
much
even
everything in a car is
Parts
recyclable.
on electric
Every,
cars.
I mean, pretty much everything in a standard car is easily recyclable because they've
Yeah.
sort of been using the same material for the past 100 years.
If I buy
Although
a
the-
car, I better be able to drive it for at least 20 years.
The only problem with electric cars, the biggest problem with electric cars is the batteries. We haven't really figured out how to dispose of batteries properly, which is kind of a
Well, and the thing
problem
too,
environmentally.
Yeah,
batteries are just the issue as a whole, because the thing is no matter how long you run a gas car, it's going to run the same amount of time every time, all the time,
It's like-
depending on the type of fuel you use and
Like,
everything like that.
we have
Like,
2005
short-
Honda Element, and
it's
there
not gonna
is
shorten
no
life.
end in sight for that.
Yeah.
It is still
Yeah.
going strong. It only has about 220 miles, 220
Like,
k
the
on
thing
it.
is
my
like,
sister killed her
as
fucking
long as
Renault
it has,
Clio. That was only fucking 9 years old. It was 8 years old. It wasn't even 8 years old at the time. She killed it because she didn't fill it up with oil.
Why are people so stupid?
Smart.
The
So
head
what are you
gasket
gonna
let
use
go
then?
in that thing.
Yeah, I
So-
can
so,
imagine.
do you already have like a driver's license in you, or like a car or anything like that? Or?
I
Yeah,
wish
that
I
is-
did. I technically
In this
can.
country,
if
you
I
have
was
to be
living in
17,
England.
and I am 16.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah.
Actually,
I
it's
am
worse
looking
here.
at cars.
Right?
I find it funny how I'll probably be driving before any of you guys.
How old are you again?
I'm gonna be like 15, like 2 months, 3 months maybe.
I'm
I
17.
could already have
in
my
November,
license.
So
Aaron,
I
couldn't have my license
Aaron's
for
too lazy to
almost-
waltz his ass to the DMV and get one.
Sully's
Yeah.
fucking
18
lazy.
as of
I'll be-
today.
I won't have a license or anything, but I'll at least be driving on the road before you can get your license. And way before
I've
Charlie
already
can.
driven on the road.
My battery
Oh, hold
died.
on.
Same.
So I thought they were just rumoring
What
about
the
HomePod
fuck?
dying.
What the hell is
No,
that?
they did kill the
Who
HomePod
did?
full size.
They
So now you
did?
can only get a HomePod Mini.
What? What? Why does that make sense?
I
It
don't
doesn't-
know.
makes
Maybe
no
it
sense.
would have. They're like, oh, it didn't sell well. Yeah, because it was overpriced.
No one wants a HomePod. I'm sure the HomePod Mini will be good. I know they killed they actually killed the iMac Pro. They don't sell those anymore.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
they
yeah.
still sell them, but they're
While
limited
supplies
supply.
They
last.
stopped production.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but again, it's kind of shitty because they didn't pay any attention to it.
No,
That's
they
what
didn't. They sent
Apple
out
does
one model
nowadays,
and never
though.
updated
They
it.
they make something somewhat cool, but they pay no attention to it, and then they're like, okay, let's kill it off, because they made no attempt to bring back the iMac. They made no attempt. They made no attempt to bring back the iMac Pro. They made no attempt to bring back the full-sized HomePod. Instead, they just replaced them.
Apple makes kind of neat product, doesn't care about it or touch it for 3 years.
And then they're
Why
like,
is nobody
gotta
buying it?
improve the AirPods.
Hey,
No, like they let it sit for years, and then they're like, why is nobody buying it?
Yeah,
Because
better
we
chuck
have
it
enough
off.
That's
to
Apple
buy.
for you.
But I'm sorry, but like the AirPods are the dumbest products that Apple has
Oh,
ever
I would
manufactured.
agree.
They are the stupidest things. Like
One
it's
of the
freaking
worst
Bluetooth.
things.
Okay, you can buy
I hate
Bluetooth
Bluetooth
headphones for like
audio.
$40. They'll have the exact same feature set.
Or
the
you can
exact same
overpay
materials.
for Bluetooth headphones.
I am looking at you.
I don't remember how
AirPods
much
and
these
Apple.
are, but I'm pretty sure they're in like the
Which ones are they,
Over.
Charlie?
These Bang & Olufsen, Bang & Olufsen E8 third gen. I got, this was like the only birthday present I got in my
E8
life.
what?
E8 third gen.
I like the AirPod Max. Those are $550 headphones. I bet they cost $20.
300 quid.
300?
Yep.
Jesus.
Gee. Well, they're actually really good.
I
Except
am
for, like,
certain that the AirPods Max take $30 to build.
Actually,
Probably
that means
not
you can
even.
flex on everyone who's got AirPods at your school.
And I
No,
bet
but this is,
normal
I actually
AirPods
do
cost
like
like
these.
$2.
I actually prefer these over AirPods. The only 3 complaints I have is I'm not a big fan of the height of the case because it kind of feels weird in your jean pockets. The hinge is kind of bad. It's plasticky and sort of flimsy. And it also doesn't have active noise cancellation. But it does have like pass through, which you can turn off, and it's almost as good as noise cancellation, but it isn't. But they sound really good, at least as USB-C.
I used to have a pair of Bluetooth headphones that were really expensive, and they were like on ear, but like they ended up breaking. You know, they're like $200 headphones I was gifted, and ever since those broke, I have been using 3.5 miller on my phone now, Lightning earpods. I don't want to use anything else, and I will not use anything else.
I think the stupidest one is the AirPods Maxes.
Those
cost $20.
they had so much potential until I saw
they
the
did.
price. Come
See,
on,
this is why I don't
$500.
like Apple.
What were they
Is
thinking?
that their margins are way too high.
Apple, what do you think? Well, I don't know. In my opinion, even $130 is too much.
I think the AirPod Maxes are gonna suffer the same fate as the HomePod. They're not gonna pay any attention to it, and then they're just gonna kill it off.
Oh, Tim's back. But like this
I
stuff,
was considering, speaking of new Apple products, I was considering getting a Series 6.
why?
Because I
Series
want
6
one.
isn't bad.
I already sold my one.
I'm either going to save up for a new watch, or I'm just
Okay.
gonna repair the one.
I'm back.
I don't know what I'm
Okay.
I say repair the one you got, then
I
sell
had a
it,
complete
then buy
like
new.
failure
I
here.
don't wanna sell
What
it.
happened?
All of my laptop battery died.
Yeah, that'll do it. I was wondering why you just.
It's only been going for about 45 minutes,
Tim.
so it kind of sucks.
Tim, I've been working on this sat nav for like 3 hours and finally got it to
sat-nav.
work again.
Navi.
I
had a
prefer
Navi
sat
one.
navs to in-phone
Oh,
GPS.
cool, my iPod.
Oh, the sound doesn't work though.
My boy's coming to
That
life
doesn't work.
again.
Anyway, we seem to be done with these. So you all want to move on to like self-promos now, or?
Yeah, should we?
I mean, we've been going for about 58 minutes. I'd say it's.
Or do
We're almost nearing the hour. I think we could end this episode early and just continue this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because you've already gotten most of these topics,
Yeah.
so I don't see what
Alright, I'm gonna start with self-promotions because I have a few things to say. I have like 3 things to self-promote. First of all, next week I have a stream starting, which is going to be a recap of the Macintosh TV. There's a possibility that I'm gonna move it to tomorrow, depending on if the caps arrive early, but they probably won't. They're supposed to arrive Monday, so I'm just gonna do it next week. Second thing, Macintosh portable documentary is nearing completion. It's either going to be out tomorrow or later this week. It's been like 2 weeks in the making, so I'm excited to get that out for Macintosh. And number 3 is I have a mystery iMac that someone's giving me for free. And I'm going to be doing a stream on that and exploring it. I might be getting it tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But if I do, then I'm going to take it home, and then I'm going to do like a stream on it where I sort of take a look around, and yeah. So that'll be pretty fun. But yeah, otherwise that's all I really got to self-promote. Uploads every week, whatever, links are this. I'll move on to
uploads every week except for the past 3 weeks.
No.
Well, I still got to do the Macintosh video on the classic. I can't do the PowerBook because I didn't ask my granddad. I didn't ask my granddad to buy me the cable in time, so I couldn't get it as a birthday present.
Did you turn his volume up?
That'll have to wait.
Oh no.
But I've got the SCSI to SD.
I
I
found
might
something
stream
horrible.
soldering it together. I don't know.
Oh no, hold it for
If you wanna
yourself
see
for a
me.
second.
You obligatory phone.
Look at niece in chat. It's
I
horrible.
like how Steve liked
I was gonna say, do you wanna see me stream putting the SCSI to SD
Oh
together?
my god, that is terrible.
Why
What
is
do you
that
guys
funny to
think?
me?
Should I stream this?
What?
Because I
Why
told Steve
would
to
you?
just do it off camera.
Logan, I think Luke, I think we're gonna end soon, so yeah. So maybe.
Henry, look at
No, as in his own separate video. I'm not going to stream putting it together now.
Oh
I mean,
no.
I'm going to.
Oh God, that's
just put it on
awful.
YouTube.
That's not good. I hope that
That's
never sees the
so
light of
bad.
day.
No.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I guess since Charlie will probably forget my existence
Oh,
like
God.
the last 2 times, I guess I'll go ahead and move on to mine now because I think
Yeah.
it's up anyway. I have quite a bit coming up too. I mean, I still have my merchandise videos I need to do.
I was gonna
and
do them, but I got lazy.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's
pretty
not
excited
very
about that
new for
because
you, Aaron.
yeah, true. But basically, Steve shipped back my Mac Classic board yesterday, so that's going to be showing up Monday, I believe, around that time. So I'm gonna get to try that out in the machine and look to see if it works. And so there's possibly going to be that's probably going to be my Macintosh video. There's also the hardware video, which I'm not sure if it's going to make March, but it's definitely in the works. And then I'm going to be doing a video. It's probably going to be coming up this next week or two. It's going to be on my new YouTube studios I've been working on. Some people wanted me to do a video on it, so I guess I'll just do that because.
Part of the reason I'm not bothering with Macintosh is I don't have a tripod or anything, so it's kind of hard to.
Go to
You
any
can buy
thrift store.
one for
Go to
I
any
don't
thrift store
feel
anywhere,
like
and they're
I
like
find
15
tripods at
bucks.
thrift stores like all the time.
They're
I'm
everywhere.
good, thanks.
Bucks.
I'm not gonna bother.
You filmed all your other videos, fine. You have a good script. You have a good long script, and you have a good idea. Why not just get it over with?
I don't know. I'm feeling
It's
lazy.
working.
Just do it.
No,
Oh,
probably. I
stop
seriously
it.
probably won't.
Stop.
Just do it.
No.
It's kind of
Henry, do you have any
Well, yeah.
self promotions? Because I know Aaron won't.
I'm not really. I think we're gonna try and carry on with the season of reverse gear. We're gonna try and carry on with that. If we do, then the next episode will be on something about classic cars. Best classic car that you can get for X amount of money. I still think mine was the better choice. But anyway,
Yours were all
iPhone.
both of yours were supercars, and I actually went with an actual
Mine
classic
isn't a
car.
supercar.
They're all supercars.
It's not.
It's a sports car.
It's a sports car, it's a GT car, not a fucking supercar.
Same thing.
No, different. Anyway,
like the twin
other
sports
than that, we are also going to be doing I'm going to be doing a repair video on this Apple Watch Series 0, which should be interesting, but already the screen, yeah.
Oh shit.
Saves you some work.
Yeah, the battery's not even expanded.
Ah.
And yeah, it's not even really expanded, and I've had this thing since like 2015, 2016, so I know that it has been into. But I've also got a repair video on the iPhone. Fucking hell. I've also got a repair video on the iPhone 11 Pro Max compared to the iPhone 6, basically just to see how shitty Apple has gotten with their repairability.
They're shitty and full.
Yeah, I know, which is what we will cover in the video.
Anyway,
then the last one is probably the thing with Charlie in London.
That's not going to be for a while, though.
No,
It's not going to be till like.
he's already
a lot.
filmed part of his video for it.
Yeah, I have.
Why?
I already planned the fucking intro because I've been that bored.
You know, it's not going to be like until it's going to be like half a year until.
I know. I'm just that bored.
That is really
once
sad.
it's all
Well, actually,
taken
no,
out,
it's like
you know?
3 months. It's not even that bad.
Well, the thing that I had was
That shipping label. I don't think you want to dox yourself.
Yeah, don't.
No, I don't.
Well, at least his camera's Luke. At least your camera's super low quality, so you couldn't read a single thing.
The intro to the
Doesn't matter.
episode. Let's refresh. It's supposed to be
God, it's freezing
my
hot outside.
phone
Let's hurry
alarm
this up.
going off, and in the break between the alarm going off. That's basically
I want to join the gang with throwing phones around. You guys, look, it's a rare iPhone, whatever. Isn't that awesome?
iPhones are good.
Anyway, so Tim, I know you had some stuff going on that you might want to promote. While
I
these
do.
children
So
angrily screaming in the
I
background of my microphone.
do have something. So I have created a new YouTube channel. There's nothing on it yet, but there will be this month, and that will be the March and Touch video. We'll start it. The name of the YouTube channel is Tim the Tech Guy, and I will be posting some links to that once I get some content up. But I think the first video that will be on that will be about the Power Mac 6100 for March and Touch.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
That'd be interesting. I think to help him out, after the stream has gone live, one of us is going to put a link to the channel in the comments, just to give him a bit of, just to give him a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
I just don't really care about my channel that much, honestly.
No, that's evident. That's evident.
You seriously cannot be bothered most of the time.
I know you can't. You can't be bothered with fucking anything.
No, I can't.
I think that's going to end tonight's stream, everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We're gonna be gone for the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
We don't exactly know what the number is yet, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be around 3 or 4 weeks. This is the last episode of the season, and then we'll be back with like a bit of a redesign. And
I also
that'll
want to
do
thank
it for
everyone
Apple
that's come
Talk.
out. I also want to thank everyone that's come out to be a guest on the show, and congratulations to all the new hosts. And thank you very much, everyone, for a good 10 weeks, and we'll see you in April.
All right, thank you all for coming. Good night.
This bird is screaming his freaking head off.
Okay.
Logan is getting attacked by a bird. Stay tuned for next episode.
On the next episode of Apple Talk, Logan gets attacked by a bird. Luke plays with the GPS. Tim screws around with his HD20, and Aaron does nothing. Stay tuned for next stream.
Henry, have you seen
And have a good night. And finally, Henry tosses an iPhone 5 across the room.
Henry, look in my DM.
Wow, Logan is getting his head picked off by a freaking
Awesome.
bird.
Cool. Get fucked, birds. Alright, thanks for coming, everyone. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Oh wait, we were still going all that time?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
We're still going now. You want to end it or something? Alright, thanks for coming. Goodbye.